Slate in there. Slate up too high. Slate it.
Roll 12, take 1, shot 1, Pettigrew.
Okay, stand by to ask the question. Be looking at him. Eric? Okay, ask it.
My name is Eric Pettigrew. I'm a Duke student, a senior, and I assisted in helping film the conference, both for myself and both for the filmmaking team as a technical assistant. When I ever think about the Vietnam War, the first thing that comes to mind is a quote by Santayana that says, "Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it." And when I came to the conference, it was with the expressed hope that I would see an open and discussion of the issues involved, not from where the people were actually standing, but as interested observers. It was with dismay that I listened to the first few principals who seemed to be standing by the same arguments that they had used for the past 10 years. I think the problem here, there are two key words, and that's time and involvement, personal involvement. 10 years ago, as for me, when the Tet Offensive came around, I was 11 years old. I do not remember it at all. But for those people, those principals who were involved 10 years ago was like yesterday. Secondly, as far as their personal involvement was concerned, they each had a stake in the process. Whereas for me, I am a detached observer, if you will. As far as whether or not the media had any effect on me, when I think of the Vietnam War back as it was portrayed by Walter Cronkite, for our family would sit around the table, we would watch the evening news every night. It would finally reach a point where my father would just click it off when the Vietnam War came about. I think the problem was not that there was a paucity of information coming in, but that there was too much information, and that it was conflicting information. The same Walter Cronkite that would show a news story and show us fighting against an invisible enemy would then turn around and at the end of the broadcast say with a half smirk on his face that we had killed 2,000 of this invisible enemy. And so there was always a lack of credibility. Now, when I want to look at the Vietnam War is not what happened, but why and how. And I think this is the point where the principals, characters in the conference have fallen short, because they're still concerned about the minutiae, the pacification program or the strategic hamlet or enclave, search and destroy, all these programs without actually, or the military side as Westmoreland was, without actually standing back and looking at the broader view, the view for the future.